Oh, flying, oh, the door is flapping in the breeze. And you guys don't know this, but the reason we're having this conversation right now is guess what just happened on the Bonanza? Exactly. I'll tell you more about it soon. Welcome back. We're sitting here in the Bonanza. We're doing some cheer flying because I've got some acting to do to reenact what happened to me yesterday. I'll tell you a little bit more about it here soon, but I'm sitting here in a widely open door, hanging out the door. Everything's perfectly fine. While we were flying yesterday, we were on approach to Hinesville, Wright Army Airfield. We had, pre-flighted the airplane perfectly, took off at a nice smooth flight. And then on the descent, when the gear came down, the door popped open. Door popped open in flight and left us scratching our heads. I didn't have video running at the moment, but I did have audio. So I'm going to try to do a reenactment. I'm going to try to do a reenactment right now just for dramatic effect. So, all right, since I didn't get video of this yesterday, here we are doing some chair flying and imagining things. But I'm going to close the door like I did yesterday for dramatic effect. Okay, we're closing the door. Slam the door, move the lock. Great, I see the door handle popped in on the outside and my door handle is secure. I'm pushing out on the door, nothing's happened. Awesome. Nothing's happening, sorry. This feels good. Pushing on the top, that feels good. Nice and solid. Hinges are not wobbly. Nothing's wobbly here. The door is latched. So we're flying along, and let me simulate what happened yesterday. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, flying, oh, the door is flapping in the breeze. Oh, what will we ever do? Let's just fly the airplane. And that's exactly what we did yesterday. We flew the airplane.
And like I said, luckily we got audio from the event, just no video. So what you're about to see is video from a different flight, but just imagine you're seeing two people in the airplane and we're ready for departure.
All right, you feeling good?
Oh, I'm feeling very good. Shall we shut the door?
Yeah, we can shut the door now. I think I'm pretty much ready, and I'll double check it once you get done.
Shut very
access.
easily.
Yeah, I'll just double check that.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect.
It's not going anywhere.
And so you can imagine exactly what it sounded like. Let me put the actual audio and then just some replacement footage. Again, this is real audio, but just video from the second half of the flight.
Just going to fly in this direction. We're in his airspace now. On the way down. I'm going to make my bottom about 1,000 feet. Okay. And then just fly a normal approach from there. This will be a normal landing. Nothing special. It's going to be That's okay. Oh, I've got it. That's okay. I'm just going to fly the airplane. Don't try to close it. It's okay. It's not going anywhere. Yeah, exactly. We can just fly the airplane.
Yeah, I got it from a 900-foot field to go into tomorrow.
That's okay. We're just going to fly the airplane. You carry on. We're all good. Yeah. Light Tower Bonanza, 8636 Mike. We just had a door pop open on us. We're just going to fly a normal pattern in for a full stop landing. Runway 6. No emergency at this time.
Tower 36 Mike, Roger. Just let me know if you need additional assistance.
No problem, 8636 Mike. Yeah, if you'll just it'll trail in that position. It shouldn't open up.
Here's just a quick look at how open or how wide open the door gets if it pops open in flight. Training and conditioning are all you have when things go south, and I think I reverted to mine.
And there's where the door trails when it's open in flight. So I suspect something just didn't get latched properly before takeoff, even though both of us pushed out on the door. We both pushed out on the door to try to check it to make sure that we had a solid door. I told him on radio, on recording too, that I would be the one to check the door as pilot in command because I've had a door pop before and I checked the latch.
Shut the door?
Yeah, we can shut the door now. I think I'm pretty much ready, and I'll double check it once you get done. And it still popped open. I think we handled it okay, but there you go.
Okay, back to the video reenactment.
Oh, I'm just concerned with the airflow.
One more time.
Yeah, no, it'll be okay. Like getting in your eyes or anything.
Yeah, we're good.
Because it's blasted me.
I'm just getting forward here for the microphone. What we will not do is stall this airplane.
Nope.
There's 1,500 feet.
I'm going to start a right base turn. Nice and gentle.
Command 36 Mike, about how far you want to take it out for your base turn?
We'll fly the base pretty regularly. A 636 Mike airplane flying fine.
Roger that.
How's your arm? It's fine. Alright, we're in the wide arc.
Okay, this one. Just make this one touch and go or low approach only for that Bonanza we want to get around.
So bringing some flaps out. And flaps are moving. Might get a little bit of an aerodynamic difference, but shouldn't be too bad. Flaps are still coming. Right, gears down, mixture's full, we're on a good tank for landing. Trim feels good. Airplane's flying fine. Alright, let's finish up this flight appropriately. I see my flaps are fully down, airplane's flying fine. Let me bring out some speed. Got lots of runway ahead of us. I see runway 6. A little bit of a crosswind from the right. Right, sanity check gears down, indicating down on the ground. Bird up high. Beautiful. Right, doors open.
Bonanza 36 Mike, if you'd like, you can make the right turn there at Charlie. Charlie Bravo to the ramp to this frequency.
Right here, Charlie Bravo to the ramp, 8636 Mike. Thanks for your help. That was exciting.
Right, coming to you unfiltered from my back porch on this really, really humid day. A couple days later, because I've had some time to think about the event. I think about the conversations I've had since the event happened. And so after we landed into Hinesville and we got to pull up to talk to Simon, you know, he mentioned that the Cirrus training, because he's a CSIP, he's a Cirrus instructor, among other things. He says a part of their training in the Cirrus is to have that door pop as an experiment, you know, so you can see what it sounds like, what it feels like, and fly the airplane under those circumstances. I missed that. I should have been recording that part.
What's that?
With the door popping open and it being Cirrus training.
You don't give
like,
away the tricks of the trade.
Part of the Cirrus syllabus is as you're in the pattern, when you're least expecting it as a CSIP, I'm going to pop that door open and get your reaction.
Yeah.
And then see how you deal with it. And that's part of the training. So it's the first time it happens to you. In reality,
it's a non-event. Yeah.
The more you can do in training, the better.
And you guys don't know this, but the reason we're having this conversation right now is guess what just happened on the Bonanza? Exactly. The Bonanza training, the B-triple-P training, where you go up with an instructor and you do all of those maneuvers, the spiral divergence, you kind of get to index your airplane on how it performs. They also have that as a part of their training. So the instructor will pop that door so you can feel the air, you can hear the noises, you can fly around with the airplane and see how it performs. Now, the good thing about that is those instructors know how the airplane is going to perform. They know what to expect. Now, if you have an airplane and you're not a type group participant, you're not a part of the Grumman Pilots Association or the Cessna Flyers Association, then go out on YouTube and look for door pop and input your airplane. And I can almost guarantee there's a video of someone talking about a door pop that they've had, either on YouTube or a forum somewhere or Facebook. Someone's going to be mentioning it. And take the nuggets of information from them, what they've experienced when that happens, so that when it does happen to you, you know how to respond. Scott Perdue has mentioned this in the video before. Tom Turner from the Bonanza Society has mentioned this in the video before. So I knew what to expect sound-wise and feel-wise, and I knew to just fly the airplane like normal. You had a little bit of a right rolling tendency because you've got a lot more drag on the right side, but that was about it. There was nothing super special. Had to put a little bit more pressure, manifold pressure in, maybe 2 inches of manifold pressure above where I usually am on approach, just to hold my approach speed. But we lined up the airplane, landed like normal, put the flaps out like normal. As we slowed down, the door became progressively easier to close, which gives us a false sense of hope, right? So some people go out and they try to close the door in flight, they slow down, and then they have a ton of drag on one side, asymmetric drag. And that's a pro spin input, essentially, is what Scott calls it. And so you get slow, you stall, and potentially spin the airplane trying to close a door. Nothing's going to happen. The airplane's going to fly just fine. So that's what we did. We talked to a few people about it. We cataloged our lessons, and then here I am sharing that with you. So either go out and practice it with an instructor, not by yourself, with an instructor, or go and read up on other people's experiences on how your airplane performs with a door popped open. I don't think we need to mention this, but I will anyway. There have been several accidents in recent history where the door pop has been the cause of the accident. There's an experimental airplane I remember reading about a few months ago. I think a dad and his daughter flying around and had a door pop and went down. There's a twin Beechcraft model that went down recently too with a door pop. So let's do better. This could have been bad if you don't know what to expect, or if you tried to slow down and close it. Fly the airplane, aviate, navigate, communicate. We're already navigating, so we aviated and set up a plan and then communicated with ATC. So go out, practice, condition yourself for these emergencies. Something's going to happen. If you fly long enough, something is going to happen. You just need to be conditioned to respond to it, and you need that training. The training and conditioning are a huge part of this. You need to be conditioned for the exercise, conditioned for the happening or the occurrence. So that door pop, boom, looked over, immediately identified that's what it was, and my brain went back to the idea of just fly the airplane. It's going to be okay. But the training then of staying disciplined, looking at your speeds, making sure that you are in positive control of that airplane. The last thing you want to do is stall it and spin it. So speaking it out loud, making sure your passenger is on board, getting feedback from them so you know exactly how they're feeling. Go out, practice these things, talk to aviators about this stuff, so when it does happen to you, like it happened to me, you'll be ready. And I'm going to see you online talking about this kind of stuff sometime in the near future. Okay, that's my debrief. I'm sure I'm forgetting stuff. I'm sure someone out there in the videos looking at this saying, well, you should have triple-checked the door. We triple-checked the door. You shouldn't be flying an airplane. Well, I'm going to fly airplanes anyway. You should have, there's going to be coulda, shoulda, wouldas. I'd rather you take that energy, put it down into the comments so that everybody else can learn something, including myself, because you'll have evidence of other videos of me learning stuff that I don't know. So let's make the community better. Put your information out there, put your knowledge, your shared knowledge into the world, and let's talk about it. How can we save someone else's life in these amazing, joy-giving airplanes? That's all we're doing. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, by the way, have you thanked a truck driver today? Have you thanked a teacher today? Have you thanked a librarian today? Think about that. We'll catch you later.